Welcome to the Sesh podcast with Kat, Alicia, and we have a special guest in the house, Sayla Surman, also known on TikTok as Medheadmama. So, welcome, Sayla, to the craziness of getting lit on a Tuesday afternoon.
Fuck yeah. I'm here for it.
Right.
So,
Anyway.
you have crossed my For You page in a way that was very insightful for me. So you are a cannabis cultivator, and you're a mom, and how do you manage all of that in one swoop?
So
Walk us through that. How did you land this wonderful gig you go to work for and do every day?
I quite literally had just gotten like a pretty decent job as an assistant manager at a retirement home. So I was, where I needed to be, but I was like, okay, something's got to give. I want to see what else is out there, and I knew of the farm. I call it the farm.
Yeah,
I love it. I love that shit.
It's forever called the farm. So Sayla works on the best farm in the United States.
I fucking love that farm, man.
So she works on a farm. Home. Let's call it that.
And I'd known it was there because it started in like 2014, something like that, and it only produced CBD to pediatric epilepsy patients. So
that's great.
It's been there. It's been there since I was in 2014. I was 13 years old.
So it's a very established farm in the industry.
Yeah, very much so. And I didn't think that I would ever be qualified for a job there. And in the job, like, what it requires, you need a bachelor's degree, but I definitely don't have that. So how I got the job is I saw that the position was open on, Indeed. And I applied, of course.
On Indeed.
Dude, I sent my application in like the freaking moment I saw that the position was open. And then I go to LinkedIn and I'm doing research on the company, and I find out that the laboratory manager is actually someone that we've went to church with for a really long time.
Hook it up, homie.
I was like, no, for real. So I'm friends with his wife on Facebook, and I text her on Messenger, and I'm like, hey, I've been in my application. Can you just ask your husband what the status is?
Yeah, just a few little droppings.
I kept doing that. I guess she like got fed up and gave me his personal cell phone number, and so I stayed on his ass about it. And he finally just got me an interview.
He's like,
at the interview, I was just like, I love cannabis. It saved my life. What else do you want? And they hired me.
See, in 2015, I worked on a farm for, don't do this. I don't ever recommend this. But I remember, Alicia, I answered that sketchy Craigslist ad, and I went, and I disappeared for like 3 months. Yeah, that's what those 3 months, I was on a farm during trimming season.
That's so... Oh,
don't answer sketchy. Yeah, so it was just literally all of us in a little huddy shack. In a shack, just trimming for days with like the. Have you ever seen the show Weeds? That's literally how I felt my life was for 3 months.
No, I've never seen Weeds. No, actually, I've seen Disjointed.
I was like, I can't do this.
But you could watch Breaking Bad.
I love Breaking Bad. I did.
You and Mom
it's like slow.
I remember when you were watching that because you were calling Mom. Is that really how they cook Beth? Is that really how they do?
Yeah, I for Mom, like
calling Mom.
I got it, Mom. Like whenever,
like, is this real?
Whenever I got questions, I be like, "Hey, Mom, is this real?" I be like, "Hey, Mom, you ever take this?" She's like, "Yeah, take this." Oh, make you like this. Oh.
She's
like, I really want to meet y'all's mom. Y'all's mom seems like she's a fucking great person.
She's a fucking OG, okay? That bitch will serve 25 to life and be fine. And she's like,
I bet she knows how to make a mean spread.
Yes, Mama's gonna
make good spread. I've been over there like 4 times. I've been like, Mom, spread. I mean, the stuff obviously ain't that expensive if they got it in jail. Like, it's not that much.
She's like, we got You're like, we
Ew.
got
I
the
guess she
soups
wanna like
and
go
the
back to her
noodles.
garden. Then I don't know, but she doesn't want no
There's certain things
reminders.
though. Yeah, there's certain things she doesn't eat. She's like, it reminds me of prison. She's like,
Like
fuck that.
bologna.
Nope.
Bologna,
She
she's like
won't.
she's like, I'm like,
She's like,
I
that shit
love
remind.
bologna.
I
No,
make
she's
bologna
like, that
too.
reminds
That's
me.
my shit.
I don't keep it in
Like,
the house. I don't keep it in the house. She's like, nope, I want the fancy ass ham. I'm like, she won't eat the bologna with the red rim. No.
Hey, hold on.
She's
What
like, don't
about
bring that
Vienna
in.
sausages or
Nope, that was a
spam?
reminder of prison too.
yeah, spam's my
Love that
shit.
shit.
My dad.
Now
I'll
spam will
crack
eat
that
all day
can open
long.
and eat it with a damn spoon.
Yep.
Oh, girl, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know
so
if I love
what is your like
that
favorite go-to munchies? What are your favorite go-to munchies?
Oh my god, fucking cheese. Just a
Cheese?
bag of shredded cheese.
Mine are
one. No,
pickles.
that's
Oh
wild.
I can fuck up a jar of pickles when I'm lit.
Like,
Oh
okay,
my!
alright, are you talking about the chips or the spears or like a whole pickle?
Both the spears and the
All
whole.
of it.
I can fuck it up. I'll fuck up a whole
It's
jar
a
of pickle.
pickle, it's fucking done for.
Lisa sit me take a whole jar to the neck. We're sitting there watching a movie, and I'm eating a whole jar of pickles.
I don't like pickles, but I'll drink the juice. The juice?
Yeah, and she's like, "When you're done, can I have the juice?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me get this jar first."
You make pickle pops.
Ooh, pickle pops. Those are bomb.
Oh,
Also like fried pickles.
Yeah,
And I introduced Alicia to Southern food when I moved out here to Arkansas, and she was like, "The fuck are we eating?"
I was like,
yeah, she had gator bites for the first.
it is good. It tastes like
She's
chicken,
like, I had
but I was like, I'm a city girl. I was like, whoa.
She's like, I don't know about this shit. My husband's like, eat it. It tastes like chicken. I promise you.
It does taste like chicken.
What? I don't know how they. I don't know. I tried a lot of stuff
Like
I want to try.
crawfish.
I do. Oh, that's one thing I do like crawfish. I like seafood. I like seafood. That's really good.
I love seafood.
But
I love
I've
some
never had
tilapia.
seafood boil though. I really want to try that.
Like
you get it on. Gotta wear a bib and shit. I want to wear a bib.
I want some crab. I want some snow crab.
The pot, my tamale pot. I could have a crawfish boil. I've been telling you to come down for Christmas.
Tickets are expensive, and life is hard. Okay, and
life is hard.
Very hard. Fuck
yeah,
it
is. Very expensive.
Don't get me started on how much shit
maybe. Anyways,
I'll have a ticket with you. I'll buy your ticket and you buy your girlfriend's ticket.
Well, you got a girlfriend now?
Ooh, yeah, at least you got her boo. She got her a boo thing.
See, she's not my girlfriend yet.
Our highest ranking episode. What do you mean you girlfriend? Okay, so Alicia's got a story time. Welcome to this segment of the podcast where Alicia has her story time. So, continue.
Too long of a story.
Come on.
A lot of shit. Okay.
She's your girlfriend. But she's your girlfriend, but she's not your girlfriend. How is that possible? Like, what
she's not officially, but she's my girlfriend. Okay.
The fuck?
I was gonna ask her, but then she pissed me off right before she came.
That makes no sense.
Everything was set up. Everything was set up. Then she pissed me off. And I was like, "You bitch! Now I'm not gonna do it." And then I put her away. I put it away. And then.
Okay, so you guys had to go to this Halloween party.
Oh, went to the Halloween party.
So you didn't go to the Halloween party?
No, we did. We went to the Halloween party.
You got this bitch a boo basket. Didn't even give her the boo basket.
You know, things would have went a lot better if I gave her that stupid fucking boo basket, though. And then, you know, I
heard about this from Mom.
We're allowed to go to parties, but
you should have just gave her. You know, she's a bougie bitch.
I know, but no, she's not though. She's really not though. She's a ghetto bitch. But anyways, moral of the story: we got to squabbling a couple times at multiple houses.
You scrapped with her?
No, like this fight, like actually, like
you scrapped with her.
She fucked up my eyes. She like made my nose bleed. Busted my lip. She fucked me up. I'm bigger than her, and she messed me up. Like she messed me. I ain't even gonna lie.
Well, yeah, she got them nails. She got them nails.
Anyways, so then
She's bougie as fuck.
we was arguing for a couple hours, and then we get to my house, and it was the worst. It was the worst. My dad heard. My dad called the cops on her.
You damn it again.
I don't remember nothing though. Don't ask me nothing. I don't remember nothing. I don't even. My dad texted me. He was like, "Stop making so much noise." You know what I told him? I'm not even home. And then I went to go have an argument with him. But I told him I wasn't home.
You text him, "Hey boy, I ain't home." But then you walk in your room to have an argument with him to tell him that you're not home. That makes no fucking sense.
We love that.
Yeah.
It's the vibe.
And I got this star.
Complete vibe.
Fuck.
Man.
My 20s didn't start out this rough. I remember my 20s. I was like,
crazy. It was crazy. And honestly though, it was a little bit my fault because okay, it was my fault. Just because I may or may not have accidentally looked at someone shake ass on accident.
Allegedly.
They had handcuffs. I saw something shiny, so I looked, and then I turned away, and then I was like, wait, I think I know that girl. So I turned back, and then I didn't know her, and then she was talking to me, but I was distracted, so I was like, huh? And then she was like,
so
what
allegedly.
And then allegedly, I looked at someone's ass. Allegedly.
I
was looking at handcuffs. I was looking at shiny handcuffs. I swear I was.
Just so happened to be in front of a nice ass. Just allegedly.
It's not my fault.
I love a nice ass.
It's my fault.
You better go apologize. With the boo basket. With the boo basket?
I haven't done that yet. But you see, I can't ruin it because then it's like, oh, and then I bought her favorite soups. I left that shit on the bus. I was like,
like, here, babe, sushi loaves. They're on the bus.
They were like $7 too, because they're like bougie. She like bougie and ghetto at the same
bougie
time.
Bit.
She's bougie and she's ghetto. Yeah. You know, it's complicated. It's complicated when they're like that, right?
Love is hard. Love is hard.
We're not talking about me today. We're talking about our guests. That's right.
Well, Sayla needed to know what's up. Okay, we can't have an episode without your story time.
Child, I will. My child stop being a turd.
So you like your job?
I love it.
That's why that you got your job just from bugging. Like you just bugged them.
You need to hit the dispensaries. Yours where it's at.
We're actually hiring at my dispensary.
You should.
You live in Cali, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
California.
She lives in the LA area.
You know, LA.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice. I bet rent is
I go out there and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, so quiet over here. Where are the police sirens? Where are the police sirens?
Like, how is Texas?
Yeah, how is Texas? How's living in Texas? It's hot.
Need it. Well, I live in a really small town.
Same.
So everybody kind of knows everybody's business.
Same.
And my roots run deep in this town, so
mine don't.
I really only had to come back because I went to jail and got pregnant. And I literally had to have my parents' help, and their
mommy and daddy.
Their stipulations where I moved back home. Yeah.
Hey, we've all been there. We've all been there. I moved back. Alicia still has to deal with her bullshit with her dad because
No, he's just trying to kick me out. It's no big deal. Hey, but
you can't pray the gay way.
It's the 20s.
You should try though.
I feel like once you hit your 20s, it's like a rite of passage to get kicked out. Like I just feel like it is. Like you haven't really hit life until you've been kicked out at least once. Like life hasn't really hit you. So you've been kicked out.
Well, then where's yours? I think you would be great on your own, Alicia. You would be great.
Hell yeah, I would. Actually, that's
Everybody thinks that they're
like
gonna not thrive if they venture out on their own, but they really
No,
do
my
because they
biggest
find
advice
themselves
for anyone: leave your
homegrown.
hometown.
You want
Leave
one?
your hometown.
Yeah.
Uh, I left.
I
I
want to
left
go to the
Fullerton.
mountains.
I left Fullerton and I came here, and it was. And mind you, I lived in Compton, so it's like in LA, and I moved to Clinton, Arkansas. And if anybody knows what that is, it's
You
a
live in
little
Western.
three.
You live in
I live in
Compton.
a different town. Yes, I lived in Compton before.
You
No,
lived
I live in
next to
Orange. I
Shanna.
never lived in Orange. I
Oh
lived in
no.
Orange.
Yeah, with Shanna.
I lived in Orange. Oh, Shauna. Yep.
You ever had gluten-free stuff?
Alicia's never tried gluten-free stuff until she went around my friend. My
I
friend's
had to
like
go to her
allergic.
friend's house, and she was like, "We eat gluten-free here," and I'm like, "What even is gluten?
We eat
I
gluten
don't even know
free.
what gluten is." Like,
It's all that
she made
brie
me.
because she has celiac, so she's allergic to like all the braille and rye and wheat. She's allergic to wheat,
Yeah.
so
That
you
must
can't have no
suck.
bread.
Imagine
Mhm.
not being able to eat anything.
You don't
Mhm.
realize how much that shit is in everything.
No, that's
I wouldn't be
no
able to do
freaking
it. You know
lie.
what?
Because I just recently switched to gluten free, and I am no longer bloated. I have more energy. I don't feel so like bogged down.
It's
Shit, maybe I should
expensive.
try that.
It's so
Never
Mhm.
mind.
expensive to be healthy. I fucking just try. Alicia, it's cheaper to hype us up on fucking chicken nuggets and mac and cheese.
Mhm.
Oh, trust
Or
me,
you know
I
what? How
survived
grandma
my
Or
raised us.
spam.
soups.
Yeah, grandma
Ramen
raised us
soup.
on beans, rice, and Jesus Christ. Uh-uh. You
I
remember?
love me some ramen. I was raised on ramen, just straight
Yep,
ramen.
yep.
When you're
Ramen
hungry,
noodles.
ramen.
Ramen,
Yep,
mac and cheese, and spam.
yeah. My
And then
grandma
for
used to have a
breakfast,
drawer.
we had cinnamon sugar toast, but in the
Mm.
oven, like you butter it and then you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh no.
See,
Ours was butter in a tortilla.
Ooh.
Ooh. Heat up a tortilla, put some butter on it, call it a day. Roll that shit up. Uh-oh.
rolling up
And
some
then my
onions.
mom, it was the most weirdest thing. I know. Mama taught us early. Mama taught us young. We learned a couple tricks of the trade growing up. Alicia learned how to hustle by the time she was 5. Like, that girl could
Oh,
hustle
that's what
you
you
out
need
of
to say.
anything. Like,
That's
I did it,
she
supposedly.
could convince
Remember?
you to give her $10 for just a small amount of information. Be like, who's at the house? I don't know. I'll tell you for $10.
Hey,
Who's
now
at the
one thing I
house?
can do.
Well, you got
Hey,
ten
I can get
dollars.
some information. I can get some information. I was that kid on
She
the
was the
street.
biggest little
I knew all
chismosa.
of this. All of it. All of it.
Yeah, with the whole neighborhood. When the cops would come, they'd be like, "Oh, did you see this? You got $20." I'll let you know for $20. And she's like 7 years old. I'm like hustling at a cop. He goes, "I guess I'll give you $20. You tell me what I need to know." She's like, "All right."
It's not my
She
fault.
goes,
My
"Yeah, I
that's
grandpa
saw that
don't
funny.
even
guy."
give me money. Like, it's not my
That's
fault.
funny as fuck.
Yeah, Grandpa used to give us money. Like he used to, because we grew up in
He used to
gang
pull out money
life
and be
and
like, all
kind
right, how
of
much is
like
in this?
She learned the game and played it. That's all there is to it.
no, like the
You
way we
did.
grew up. It was like we, they were drug dealers. So for us, it was like, I'm gonna teach you a trade, so you never have to lay on your back for it. And you're a young woman, so I'd rather teach you this than you have to exploit your body for some crusty, dusty
Oh,
dude. So my
dude.
grandfather's philosophy was
But
kind
I
of
don't even
that,
like
and
dudes, so that wouldn't have worked for me.
yeah. So
Ah.
He
hey,
said,
girl, you can
So,
still turn some tricks for some females. Don't put yourself out there. Some bitches do it.
oh my
What,
God.
guys?
What if
Guys
I
suck
had a
dick
sugar
for some
mama?
money. You
I'd
need
be, I'd
one.
be, I'd be a
As
sugar
long
baby.
as you're
I
a
would.
partner. I was one for 3 years.
I'd be a
They
sugar baby. Would you
advertised it
be a
at
sugar?
college. Would you see me sugar baby?
what?
Would you
Would you be
entertain a sugar daddy? Would you be a sugar baby? I took a
or sugar
class
mama?
in college. It was like a webinar. Yeah. Or sugar mama. No.
I could
Literally,
kind
I
of.
didn't have to sleep with this dude.
I'm gonna
I,
need that
I
lovely
literally
one.
got paid.
I just want to
No,
talk.
I literally got paid. This guy was like an orthodontist, and he would go to these banquets and stuff, and he just wanted a hot bitch on his arm, and he would pay for dinner, and he'd slip you $1,500 at the end of the night into your purse, and he's like, and you're just going on a date with him, and literally he just wanted to show you off. So I for 3 years,
he
I was
ugly
his
though?
girlfriend to like. No, he was a decent dude, but he was Indian and he could barely understand like the way he talks and like da da da. But I was brown enough to like blend in with his type, so you know what I mean. I'm not gonna you to try it.
You could pass as Indian. You could totally
So,
in the summer. Oh my God! In the summer, she can totally pass as Indian.
yes,
Totally.
yes. See,
Be dark.
I was so I did it. I'm a dark bitch. So I did that for 3 years. But how I came across that is I went to a community college and they had a how they have like career day and shit out on the quad, and there's literally these women had a booth and they're like, come check out our seminar in the auditorium at like 3:00. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just go for shits and giggles. We would make fun of it, like
they
my
got a
friends.
booth for sugar mamas, for sugar babies.
Yes, how to be a sugar.
I was gonna say, did they really?
Yep, seekingarrangements.com. And that's how you become a sugar baby. And they had a booth out in colleges. It was like a big thing in like 2015, 2016. Yeah, so I went to the auditorium. You remember those years? Remember I was doing YouTube. I was living in that Reiki shack in Compton. I was making my career happen. I was trying to make something go. I was going to school, and on the side on Saturdays I'd go out with this guy. I'd go to all these stupid banquets and shit. How do you think I bought you all the shit that we would go out and go do, Alicia? Come on, let's go.
know what you're talking about. Where did we go
support you.
Yes, I would come over. I'd come get you. I'd go out with you and your dad.
What years did you come out with me? What school years did you come out with me?
It was before I moved out here.
You had to do what you had to do.
Middle school. Because I remember
I seen you one time in middle school. I seen you one time when you came to my softball game. My softball game. It's the only time I seen you. And you were late.
No.
Yes.
But it had to be like 6th, 7th grade?
No.
6th, 7th grade. Yeah, right there. I was active.
That's like middle school.
Yeah, it's middle school.
I promise you.
But then again, I was doing a lot of dope back then, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Those were my years, dude. Those are my fucking years. Okay? So I have 4 great years that are lost. They're lost years. They're my lost years. And I run across people and they're like, they've old friends, people, acquaintances in my past have come across, and my husband's like, when were you ever fun? And I go, oh, I was fun in those lost years. Because I took an advice. I met a guy, and we
my sister lost
I met a guy.
Spark. She got married. She got boring.
Yeah. Got boring.
See, I feel like being a mom kind of took my spark away too.
Yeah, you have to regain your spark.
That's so true. But like postpartum's a bitch, man.
Yes, postpartum is a bitch. At least you experienced my postpartum. I don't wish it upon anybody. Do you think, Alicia, you would carry a kid? Or would you be like, fuck it, I'm hiring a broad? You're like, fuck it.
Hell no.
You'd be a great mom.
I am not weak.
Broad.
My vagina is not getting stretched.
I know.
There's not going to be a big head. Look at my head. I got a big head. If I have a baby,
okay, but like whenever I had my baby, I didn't even tear. So like,
see, I didn't. I went. Okay, so I have. Willie got a big head. Willie got a big head. He make big-headed babies. So you see Liam?
He's had for a long time.
Uh-huh. So I did 13 hours of labor. Yep, I did 13 hours of labor. And 9 of those hours. Okay.
I didn't poop. You don't always poop.
You don't always poop. So 9 hours of that I did naturally. And
kudos to you.
Yeah, and then his grandma called and she's like, "Kat, you got nothing to prove." She's like, you got Nanny called. She's like, you got nothing to prove. Take the epidural. I was like, okay. I was like, So I went to go get my epidural, and my doctor comes back, and it's like maybe like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and he broke my water at like 9 o'clock that morning. So he's like, you still haven't had this baby? And the lady's like, get ready to push. I go to push once. They tell me to stop. And he's like, I'll come back in an hour. I got to get you a C-section. Your baby's stuck in the birth canal. Her shoulder's stuck and she's choking on her amniotic fluid. So we got to go. So I had to have a C-section. And then they
That's so scary.
Yeah. So then they wouldn't let me see. I was so pissed off because I was like, I want to see this shit. I wanted to see the movement.
Like watch your C-section?
Yes, I wanted to. And then I told my husband, I was like, "What? Can you look for me?" They're like, "No, I signed a paper. They told me they're gonna kick me out if I look past the curtain." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
I didn't know I thought that. Oh.
Because in the state of Arkansas, if you're not married, because we weren't married at that time, they don't allow it.
Interesting.
And in the state of Arkansas, the reason why we had to get married, the reason why we got married so soon is because in the state of Arkansas, if you have a baby and you're not married, they automatically put the father on child support.
Wow.
So they opened it. So we had to get married.
Collect that money.
Well,
Here, baby.
yeah, and then we did our taxes. It was great.
Well,
we got married before the year ended, and we got to claim the baby on our taxes.
And your mom, 2 for 1.
I don't know what the laws are.
I get to claim mom. Well, mom said you get to be her dependent when you have babies, so you better get on it. She said. She said you would make a great mom, Alicia, and I was like, yeah, but you gotta hire abroad. You gotta hire someone to have your baby. She's like, you.
Did I hire someone to have my baby?
Surrogate.
I
Yeah.
got my other.
You still gotta find a sperm donor. You still gotta find a sperm donor.
You gotta buy the sperm.
Hold my baby. That's just to shoot my baby.
Shoot my baby. Well, you got it. That's a during process too.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like Rebel, my daughter, I wasn't going to have her at first, but I found out I was pregnant a month after the abortion laws had passed in my state.
Damn.
Wow. See, I was scared to when the laws changed, because I'm fixing to get ready to have another one whenever I decide I'm kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love her. She saving grace. I'm clean now because of her. But like,
Your
it was
kids
a rough
change
time
you.
it was a rough time. I quite literally got out of jail, and then 3 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. And then whenever I went to jail, I lost my house. We got evicted. And then I found I was pregnant, and like we were homeless pretty much. That I was about to bring a baby into. Oh, hell, it was hell. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
So walk us through that. Like, what was that pinnacle moment? Like, everyone has their like fucking hit rock bottom moment. Like, what was that pinnacle moment where like, fuck, shit, I gotta get my shit together. Like,
I found out I was
see, when I found
pregnant,
out,
dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
When I found out I was pregnant,
like, I just, it wasn't fair to her. It wasn't fair to the fetus.
Yeah.
For me to be doing drugs still and living the lifestyle that me and her father were, it just wasn't. Yeah, that was my rock bottom.
I feel like having a child is like a mirror into your childhood. It like
don't even get me fucking started on that shit, dude. I am having so I have like medically diagnosed with PTSD, and having her has made me. I don't remember my childhood, but since I've had her and I'm watching her grow, I'm starting to remember things from my childhood.
Yeah.
It's really shitty things.
No,
like,
that's
really
very valid. So I went through a deep, dark depression for like a whole year, and my family was very supportive. They kind of were just like, all right, go through it. Because it was like, go through it, go to therapy. I literally had, I remember walking, because it was like, I really woke up one morning. I got in an argument with my husband that night, and I was like, I don't want to be here no more. And I don't want to be here no more. And I realized like something clicked. Like, it's not that I didn't want to be in the relationship or the house or anything. I literally just didn't want to exist. I didn't want to. I didn't want to be here anymore.
Your brain to turn off for a minute. You just wanted to like
and
stop time and just rest.
My postpartum and then my relationship wasn't where it was the first time where my relationship was tested, you know, in the span of time that we've been together. It was like, all right, we got married, and it was like, for me, it was like, wait, what? This is too much, too fast. And I just went along with with emotions of everything. I didn't really think things through. I was like, these are the things that I need to do. These are things I agreed to years prior. But now that I'm coming up to it, let's just go. Let's just get it over with, kind of thing. And I went to therapy, and I was, you know, I had this little baby. They made me go to therapy. I literally woke up one morning. I told Alicia, my mom, I was like,
we had to have a little intervention.
I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, I won't be here anymore. Like, if I go walk out of this house,
we're not like emotional people. He is our emotional person. Like,
yeah,
and like,
yeah.
Like, did you like actually like say with your words like I'm gonna kill myself? Like,
oh yeah, I set them down. I set them down because Alicia and my mom aren't as like emotional. Like, they're not that emotional and everything. Like, I'm the sappy one. I'm kind of the glue that holds everyone together. I'm the one that reminds everyone, like, hey, let's get together. We're still a family.
Every time I say the words, like, every time I express, like, going back to school has been on the table, because whenever I went to jail, I was about to start my nursing clinicals to become a registered nurse.
Yeah.
And I, of course, had to put that on pause to take care of some legal things. But going back to school, after I had become, when I would have became a registered nurse, I was going to get certified in cannabis nursing.
That is a lucrative profession now. Like, them women make bank.
Precisely, and I wanted to do it first. Like, I graduated in 2019 in the cannabis nursing, American Cannabis Nurses Association got recognized and started in 2017. So, like, it was fresh in 2019.
Yes, I believe just recently they got recognized as
it's a specialty.
As a specialty, as an American, like, nursing specialty. It just got recognized, I think, this last year. Yeah. So it's a legit profession. It's not in its it's not in its innovation phase, or, you know, something new. It's there. It's out in the industry. And they do really great. So a cannabis nurse really is like, you'd let them know what all your symptoms are, and they literally are like your weed pharmacists. They're better than your bud tenders that you would be. And they were like, all right, you're feeling anxious and thing. I need you to smoke all this indica and calm you down, make you feel zen with the world.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah. So when I went through that big old depression, I really had to, like, get everyone. And then my therapist told me, you know, that Alicia and I was saying to her one day that Alicia and I were starting to notice things in our childhood that we just, like, blanked out. Like, we blanked out.
Yes.
It was the first time my mom was sober enough to, like, answer all our questions. So, they tell us that that's a trauma response. So, like, with my family, it's a joke, because where they would say, I'm like, oh, that's trauma. And so now the joke, oh, trauma, I call trauma. Because I was teaching them about trauma and, like, how it manifests. Go ahead, Alicia.
She always be like that's
my
where
therapist
my trauma
said.
Trauma.
Yeah.
My therapist said or trauma. So now whenever, like,
it's okay.
We just be like trauma, or she her daughter's getting into something and she'll, like, raise her voice a little. I'll mess with her and I'll be like, trauma, hey, watch out. Like, watch out. And she'll be like, It's real funny.
Yeah, because I was so afraid to fuck them up. And you realize, like, I became a step parent before I became an actual parent. Well, and for me, like, my stepson, there was a lot of things I had to navigate and learn how to co-parent. Like, when I decided to be with my husband, it was like, you ready to be a mom? No, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah. It'd be like that.
So then,
it's hard navigating.
Yeah.
It's hard navigating parenthood. as somebody who has childhood trauma.
Yeah, and but we had to tell her mom, like, what you didn't think was traumatic for us.
Yes. Like you were brought up to think that was normal, this, that, and the other. It was just
Oh
how
yeah.
society treated children. But we have like psychological research that proves that this is wrong.
But yeah,
Like,
but I had to think of it. My mom and I had a really good conversation. She's like, I did go with what I had. You know, we have some fun
I mean, we
memories
did
though.
good with, okay,
Yeah, we have some really fun memories that are like in
oh,
the vault.
precisely.
But
Like me and my siblings we were close because of it.
yeah, that's trauma bonding.
Yes, drama
Yeah, like
bonding.
Alicia and I have
Like
some trauma bond. Yeah,
my brother's my best friend.
yeah,
And my two little sisters, I was their mom essentially, and they're my babies. Like, I remember being like 16, just got my license. My little 5-year-old sister said that she was getting bullied at school, and I walked into the principal's office acting like their mom.
yeah. See, my grandma and my
Nah,
so
bitch, you had to get it.
my uncle and my aunt are 2 and 3 years older than me. I have an aunt, we're exactly 3 years apart. Well, her and my grandmother have the same legal name. So I used to trade her chores and buy her. Oh, I got detention. We signed my detention slip. Oh, well, you got to do dishes for a week. I'm like, all right, bet. Like that's how we used to do things. And we used to. My grandma was so old
Yeah,
school. She'd give us like phone time at like 7 p.m. and we all got an hour each. Well, that's when the school calls late at night to tell you that so and so skipped class. So we'd all intersect it like, hey, by the way, it's school called, and we pass the phone. Hey, it's my turn. I'm telling grandma the school called. You ditch class today. You don't give me my phone time. Like, she was really old school. We had a house phone.
yeah.
It was like, call me on my house phone.
We love the landline. We love the landline.
And there'd be Alicia up and down the street, just riding her scooter, talking with all the neighbors. Oh yeah, the little Mexican ladies. Jeez. She knew when the ice cream man was gonna be there before he even got there. She's like, "All right,
Oh,
Grandma, I need my money."
want some ice cream?
Yeah,
That right there, you always get money from your grandparents.
yeah, but see, they were like our shelter, in the chaos
Mhm.
of it all.
Mhm.
They were our safe haven. They used to pick us up, and we'd spend long time. We rarely were at our own home. That was our home.
Yeah.
So we were with them, and that house just has really great memories. But like for us, I don't know. Now that we were older, we're like, oh, my mom's like, it didn't really happen that way, because we get to hear her side of the story, and then everything starts to make sense.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I felt abandoned, and when she goes, well, I was in jail and I was doing other shit, so I don't know what you were told at that time. I'm like, well, I
Yeah.
just thought my mom left me. She's like, no, I was trying to come home to you, damn it, and I was arrested in the process.
Yeah. She got herself stuck.
you, you do, yeah. You want to know why? You don't want to know why we had every fucking system in the book? It's because someone would owe mom dope money, and she'd be like, "Hey, you got a PlayStation? My kid wants a PlayStation. You got a PSP? My kid wants a PSP. I will call it even." And there used to be this one guy who would just give her all the electronics, and that's how he'd get his shit. Uh, that's why we had every iPod and
I
everything,
pawned
and then
so
it's
much
just
shit.
yeah. At least that guy that used to pawn the shit. My mom would be like, "All
Pawned
right,
so much shit.
yeah." And then
Even now, I
I
still
had an
pawn shit
uncle.
for the right
We had
reasons.
we had an uncle who was a
Okay.
kleptomaniac. That man would steal your stuff and then sell it right back to you. He'd steal your Bible, and then he'd sell it right back to you. Yeah. 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 You never got that shit back. Uh-uh. I think I remember back in middle school. Yeah, iPods. I remember I stole a girl's iPod in middle school. And mind you, I'm like 22 at a bar, and I run into, and I don't remember her. I don't remember her. She goes, "You're the bitch who stole my iPod in 7th grade." I was like, "What?" Like I'm standing at a bar next to her, and she's just maid mugging me. And I look across the bar. I'm like, "Can I help you?" She goes, "I remember you. You're the bitch who stole my iPod in 7th grade. As a matter of fact, do you still have that? I want my shit back." And I was like, "No, but here's $20 and call it a day." I bought your. I gave her $20 and I bought her a drink and I left. Paid my tab and I was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm gone."
Who does that?
Like we're stupid kids. We're like some stupid kids.
It's like, you're not giving my shit back right the fuck now.
I was like, "Oh
It's on
shit."
site.
But it was like one of those moments where like, fuck, I got caught up and I'm all tongue tied.
All done. All done.
Yes. Oh, because I have so much anxiety. It's like uncanny. Right now, I'm a chatterbox because I'm high. That's how I get through life. Mom life is like living it up, Sayla.
I'm having the most fun I've ever
So
had in my whole life.
how do you consume when you're around? Like I was at work one day and one of the girls at my work was like, "Hey, do your kids know you smoke?" And I go, "Nope." I'm very sly about it. Because you kind of be with the
I
toddlers running around.
very true, and like that more so comes with like keeping the products away from them.
Yeah. Mine
So you
is in
can't
a
just have it.
lockbox in my closet. I got them in a lockbox in my closet.
Mine stays in my room, and I just lock my door so I can open it when I push.
Yeah. And I just tell my kids know they're not allowed in my room.
That's
And
yeah.
that's like our
I'm
rule.
trying to teach that to her, but she's not
No.
learning it yet.
No. My 5-year-old, he will come in here and I'll be just butt naked. He'd be like, "Mom, I'm hungry. I'm awake." And I was like, "Can I get dressed first?" "Yeah." And he'll stand there and stare at you. And I
Just
was like tapping his little
yeah.
foot. I'm like, "Well, can you leave so I can get dressed?" "Well, why are you sleeping naked for?" "I don't want to answer that question. It's my room. Get the fuck out of here."
Period.
Yeah, but like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, my 5-year-old, he's something else. But
So,
he loves Alicia. When Alicia comes, that's her homie.
she,
Because she teaches them
my
how to get into trouble. Like ant life. Alicia is like the
Aunt
best
Life,
fucking aunt. She's the best
Aunt
fucking
Life,
aunt.
my sister's yeah, Rebel knows a lot of bad words
Yeah.
because of my sibling.
Alicia, I'm waiting. She says it now. She says it now. Ah.
That's my favorite word.
She says shit. She says fuck and she says shit. She dropped her toy the other day and she goes, "Fuck." And I go, "Lisa." She goes, "What, Mom?" And she points at her toy. And I was like,
Rebel,
I let my kids cuss though. Like, as long as it's not disrespectful and it's socially acceptable, my son will stub his toe. He goes, like, "Shit." And he'll look at me
I
all
respect
twice.
that.
He looks at me all twice, like, and then I had to teach him, "You could cuss at my house, but at your mommy's house, you can't do that there." Okay, you can't say the F word at your mommy's house. At
Yeah.
mommy cat's house, you can say that at mommy cat's house.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at your mommy's
Not
house, it ain't gonna
yeah.
fly over there. But
Yeah.
so I had to teach him that one.
You gotta learn. That just comes with getting older. As a
And
kid, though, you'll learn where you can.
his response was the most like adorable thing. He goes, "I'm just so confused. There's rules there and there's rules here and they're different, and I'm just so confused. This is not fair." And I was like, you know what? That's very valid. That's valid. There are things
It
that
is
I'm gonna
valid.
let you do that your mama's gonna not let you do. There's things that I'm not gonna let you do that your mom will probably let you do. That's the benefit of having two moms.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
but it's the most funniest thing because he's like, his mind gets so blown, like, and when they figure out things like that. So I'm like, let's just wait for it. I feel like I blinked and they all grew up.
Yeah.
So I feel with Alicia. She's 2 now. She's huge.
Right.
You
Right.
blink.
And I feel like postpartum stole a lot of
Your joy.
Rebel's infancy from me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just now getting to I'm just now getting to where I'm awake again, like
And you're
in
present.
terms.
And people don't
And I'm
realize.
present, yes.
They're like, someone asked me one time.
Homegirl, you're gonna fall.
Yeah, someone
If
asked
you
me too.
think you're
They're like,
slick.
"How can you be a present mom when you're high?" And I was like, "Oh, trust me, I need to be high.
Oh,
I am the most impatient person you'll ever meet. Sober. You don't want to take me on a road trip. I'm like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? I'm like, Kathy, we haven't even left the fucking parking lot. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Like,
it's not even.
You said we'd be there. Yeah. And then I'm that bitch that, yeah, I'm the bitch that says, yeah, I'm that bitch too, where you're like, okay, it says we're gonna be there in 5 hours. Well, it's been 6 hours now, and you said you would be there in 5 hours. I'm that person.
I'm still not fucking there.
Or still not fucking there yet. Yeah. So are we there yet? I'm that person. So, but when I'm high, I'm chill. I'm fine. I'm cool.
Like, all right,
I'm like,
right?
there are times where the people in my life, even Alicia's done it to me, where they're like, go smoke. Get the fuck out of here. They're like, get the fuck out of here. Go smoke. I'll watch the kids. Go. Get the fuck. My husband does it too. Go smoke. Go eat an edible.
Like
Go somewhere.
Go decompress.
Yeah, he goes, go get in a better mood. My boss says that. He's like, you know what? Go sit in my car and smoke. I got something in the middle console. Just go get in a better mood. Come back. I was like, okay, yes sir.
Go get in a better mood.
That's what he tells me. He goes, go get in a better mood. He goes, you need to go hit your pin? I go, yes sir. Can I go have me a smoke break? And he goes, yeah. But everybody at my job smokes.
I mean, it should be normalized.
Like, every motherfucker smokes.
I already know what happens on y'all's little 15-minute breaks. I already know what happens.
No, like yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. I come in. All the guys are like in their office, and I'm working, and I'm getting mad because I'm like, what the fuck, dudes? And then my boss comes back. So he goes, so do you know the plan, Kat? And I goes, no, I don't know the plan. And he goes, all right, so and so's gonna smoke, and then he gotta come back and he gotta clean this. Then so and so's gonna go smoke, and then he gotta come back, and then I'm gonna smoke, and then it's be your turn, and then you go, and when you come back, I need you to do this, and that. I was like, bet. So when it came back to my time, I watched them all in a row. Someone came back, then someone got something done. Someone came back, and he's like, all right. And that's literally how it is. He goes, everyone's in a better mood now? I was like, yeah. He goes, okay, cool. I'm leaving early. He goes, there's 4 managers. Y'all can figure it out.
You good?
Yeah.
That was funny. Sorry, my kid just kind of slow motion fell.
Just like bloop.
Yeah.
Mine almost ate shit this morning. She got a trampoline. Homegirl got a trampoline this morning.
Oh, it was one of those like little ones.
The little ones with the net. Okay, so we were coming home I was getting off work, and my neighbor pulls up, and her daughter comes in, and her grandson is like a month older than my daughter, but he's a little chito. He's a little boy. He's so tiny. Like, you can't even tell that he's 2. He looks like he's like 1.5. Like, barely 1. He looks like he's so tiny. She like a whole ass person. She's ready for kindergarten. Like, yeah, she's ready for kindergarten. So, and I guess her daughter and her old man, they split. So she's like, they're loading this off of the truck, and she's like, do you guys want this? I got the bigger one. I got him a bigger one, and he doesn't want it. So I don't need 2 trampolines. So I was like, yeah, bet. So this morning I got the broom out, I swept it out. We let her go jump in it. She got a slide too. She's like,
Hell yeah.
she's like the little boy. She got like one of those little tight slides. It was funny though. Her trying to go down, her fat ass trying to go down this little slide, trying to figure it out. I was like,
Watching them figure shit out is the funniest stuff.
my husband has to remind me I'm a helicopter parent. He's like, just let them fall, let them eat shit. That's the way they're gonna learn. Someone let you eat shit. I go, yeah, but they laughed. He goes, well, you're not gonna laugh. Someone's always standing there like, ha. My mom does it too. She'll laugh at her. I'm like, don't do that. That hurts my feelings. She goes, it doesn't hurt hers. I'm like, but you used to do that to me. And she's like, so? Well, don't do that to my baby. Don't laugh at
I try, like, if she does some funny stuff, I try and, like, hide it. I'll laugh my ass off, but I'll try and be discreet about it.
Oh, no. Alicia will let you know. She, like, you fall in your face.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You hear her yelling at me? This is, like...
Yeah, you'll fall. Ooh.
She hit me and told me no.
Ooh. Mine goes.
I don't know what.
My
like,
mom.
I have to be mom and dad, and I'm just.
That is hard. That is hard being a single parent.
I don't know.
See, I always thought
You're winging it.
See, when I thought about being a parent, I always thought I was gonna do it alone. I thought I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it alone.
I find it easier to do it alone, but it fucking sucks.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Like, it sucks, but it's so much easier on my mental.
Like, if I didn't have my mom,
baby daddy, like, my baby had a porn addiction, and it was like at the peak through my pregnancy and postpartum, so
yeah, it's something that you stand very strongly online too. You're like, nope, this is my opinion, and I don't.
Oh yeah, that's on my platform. Like, I stand for that shit heavy.
Because
I don't condone.
But most people don't realize it's a form of cheating.
It is, and like I'm not, and like I feel like people think I'm a hypocrite, the ones that know of my past, but I have, and I support women in the industry. I do, like 1000%, just because I know most of their circumstances, they wouldn't want to be there.
Yeah, I've worked in the industry, but I have never had to take my clothes off. I did an internship at a adult entertainment industry, like a company, and I did it in. I went to school for production, so like all of this is my go-to. This is what I went to school for. So picking up a camera and setting up a boom mic, and I got into that because I had a really sketchy roommate, and I was like, all right, how the fuck are we eating ramen noodles, but you walking out the door wearing Gucci? Like, how the fuck is this happening? You know what I mean? And she's like, and then she took me to work with her one day. She's like, hey, you want to ride to work with me? You're just gonna hang out and it'll be a chill day, whatever. And she's like, I might need your help with some creative stuff. And I was like, okay. So I get there, and then I guess the camera dude, that like the audio guy, like bounced. So they're sitting there trying to figure out how to connect all this shit. And I was like, I was just annoyed. So I was like, I put it together. I was like, here you go, fucking. He put it on this setting, and he's like, you want to make $300? So I go, I guess. What do I gotta do? And he's like, hold this mic while she moans into it. I was like, all right, cool. And those were the lost years. Those are my anything years.
Nice.
No, I got married
I
in those
like,
years. I got married for the first time in those years. So I was like, not a good decision.
dude, I'm so fucking traumatized by porn. Like, one of my guy friends said, like, he swears he knows how traumatized I am by it, but he accidentally sent me a clip of something, and I like immediately freaked the fuck out and had a panic attack because I opened it. It was on Snapchat,
Oh,
and
it was
I
very
didn't like.
unexpected.
I didn't. Yeah, and I just like it freaked the fuck out. What, baby? I just like I needed him, and that took him away from me.
Ah,
And it also made me hate my body, like the body that grew a human. That's so fucking unfair psychologically. So unfair.
it took me a while, but I think we all are insecure.
I don't want to be. I want to love the body that
I'm barely
grew and
learning
I
to
gave
love
me.
my body.
But
Uh,
like,
but
I know
I
I don't
also
look like
have
a
the biggest
piece of
hype
flesh
man
and
too.
blood.
Also have the biggest hype man too. Well, he's like,
I want a hit man.
but being in,
I'll find one
you'll
that
find
doesn't think
one.
I'm crazy whenever I bring up my
It's
boundaries.
always when you least expect it. Huh, Alicia? You didn't expect to find your girl. She's just like, Alicia was not, like, Alicia was trying not to have a relationship in any
I
capacity.
don't
She's like, you
like
know what?
people. I don't like
She's
people.
like, I don't want, she's like, I'm
I'm
forever going to be
good.
alone. I love and accept that. You know what I mean? And we're like, all right, you'll be the cool aunt forever. She's like, bet. And then now she just has fallen in love and she's realizing there's a lot of things that go into a relationship. Like, now you can
A
see
lot.
she's
Yeah,
like,
very
fuck this
much, very
shit.
much.
But anything that
Sometimes
is
I'm like,
worth it,
fuck.
it's worth working
I'm like,
for.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was kind of
Is
worth
it
it.
worth it? Yeah. Like,
I just, and like, I don't know. I begged. It was to a point where I was like crying and begging him. And then
so
I realized.
what are your non-negotiables in a relationship? Like so when Alicia does dating or Sayla does dating, what are the requirements to date you?
To date me.
Yeah. What are your
You can't.
non-negotiables?
You can absolutely no porn or OnlyFans, and any random bitch is going to be removed off of social media of your following. They can follow you, but you will not be following them.
So does that go both
See, I
ways
think
though?
that's
Do you hold that
reasonable,
standard
though.
Absolutely.
too?
Yeah.
Because I had to learn that in a relationship.
I 100% like I'm the first one to remove all my hoes.
I don't have any to begin with, so if for me to get one, it's reasonable.
I just okay, thank you,
Yeah.
because men usually fucking run from me as soon as I put that on the table.
Okay, Lacey, if that was on the table for you, you would let all your hoes go? If your girl told you, all right, we together, no more hoes,
Yeah,
delete all the other bitches on your
I'm
phone.
good.
You're like, bitches
I'm
who?
good.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Me, I
good.
would be like, you're my only hoe, and that's the only person.
That's exactly what I
I'm
said.
lucky I
I'm
got
like,
you.
no, I don't know what you're actually. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good. I don't think that's too much.
So, yeah, see, but it took me a long time too. I think me getting married for the first time got me. I think, yeah.
Yeah, I was bad.
So now that you've kind of navigated things relationship wise, Alicia, is it more so like? Do you now know like if this didn't work out, do you know what you would want after the fact? This bitch has set the standards.
They're like high and low at the same
What?
time.
She
I'm
used
kind
to
of
have
like,
a lot of bitches in her phone, but
you know
Alicia
what?
has just discovered her
Goes with
sexuality, so
the
it was a lot of
narrative that I
randomness. It was
get
like
bitches.
I think I'm
I
supposed to like
think I
guys.
remember.
Yeah. She's like, I think I'm supposed to like guys, but there's this homegirl that I really really want to be with.
Oh, it's that homegirl.
Uh-huh. That's her girlfriend now.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's so good.
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, that was a really good episode. that we did.
That was a great episode.
It's our highest ranking episode.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, I've never seen our podcast numbers shoot so high since we did that episode. And the network even called. They're like, "Have you when we did episode 6? Yeah, when we did episode 6, the network called. They're like, I was like, yeah, do you have time to set up a meeting? I was like, are we in trouble? It's like, because I had to submit our numbers. I'm like, are we in trouble? They're like, no, this episode
Shit
was
would be
great.
given.
No, there was just a kudos. It was a quick, 20-minute video call meeting. It was like, you guys are doing great. We're loving the show. The audience is doing well. We're like, okay, thanks.
I've been dabbling into podcasting, but I'm not there yet.
Oh, you could start a podcast. You know what our first episode is? It's a recording of a FaceTime conversation. I screen recorded it.
Recorded FaceTime.
Yeah. And the platform that we use, shout out Riverside.
I have things recorded, but they need some editing because there's some out of pocket shit up there. But
well, there you go.
Hold on, baby.
I do the full production for this thing. Look, Lisa just shows up.
Credit to her. Credit to her. She does that. I ain't even gonna lie. I just show up.
She's getting in there.
She does the background work.
I love y'all. Y'all actually are the ones that inspired me. I was like, hell yeah, dude! Like, let's.
Yeah, this is Kathy's idea. She was like, hey,
you watch where you're going, honey.
I was like, sure.
Make sure we get on here.
Like, sure. Happened.
I was like, hey, I need you to hear. I need you to do this. I'm not available. I got a job. She's like, I'll make it work. So, this is my thing. I needed a project out of this depression. And I was like, I want to do this.
Catherine.
Oh, yeah. Don't call me by my legal name. Oh, no, that does not fly here, ma'am. No, thank you. Highly disrespectful. Do not call me by my legal name.
That was not on the no talk list.
I will let this know now for any future.
That was not on the no talk list.
Oh, I do not. Nope. Do not call me by my legal name. No, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Like, Alicia calls me Kathy. That's what my family calls me. And then everybody calls me Kat. Because after my first divorce,
You need name change.
I was like, don't call me. My mother calls me that when she's mad and halfway across that. She's like, Catherine. I go, don't you dare. She goes, I'm your mother. And I'm like, oh, fuck, here I come. I come all, what do you want? All like I'm in trouble. I'm like, wait, this is my name. I have to remind myself, like, wait, this is my house. But I don't talk to me that way. Yeah, she's like, don't talk to me that way. I'm like, wait, this is my house.
Kathy don't like it when my mom do it, but when I do it, when she do it to me, she thinks it's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I call you by your middle name because that's the only way I'm gonna get your freaking attention.
Is that Renee?
Yes, I called her that earlier, and she's like, I think it's pretty. I almost.
It's really pretty.
I like it.
Yeah.
Really... I like it.
But yeah, I've always done that since we were little. That's the only way I've been able to get your attention. I'll call you by your name. I'm like, Alicia. But we're 8 years apart, so like that is a big.
Me and all my siblings are like 5 years apart max.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep the kids at 3. Mine 3. 3 years is good.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's like they'll be in elementary together, but then once leaving
parenting. Do they have parenting for dummies?
I think they do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then when one's a
You'd have to
senior,
cut you
one
for
will.
gonna be climbing on it like that.
So they always have that. You get me? They always have like that.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll
I don't
have their
know this
own
part.
3 years
They go to.
apart.
The
A
schools that they
freshman.
go.
Yeah. But they'll still have their
No,
own moment.
no. I mean, the
They'll
elementary
still have
schools.
what?
Is it
See, 3 years apart is like a
preschool?
good age gap because they still have their own moments. Because look,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met my son when he was a year old, so I walked into his life at a year. So from year 1 to 3, I had him all to myself. And then now I
Yeah.
have her. Now he's older and he's in kindergarten, he's in school, so I get to experience those bigger things with him. It depends. I think it's pre-K to 6th grade.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
But
that's
some
what I
schools
asked.
do middle school 6th, 7th, and 8th. So it just depends.
I like 6th, 7th, and 8th.
And now I got the baby, and she's already like doesn't need me anymore. So I'm like, all right, let's have another one.
It's fucking crazy how that works.
I wanted another one since right after we had her. He held her for the first
You're
time,
gonna
and I
fall
was
off.
like, can we have another one? And he was like, can we keep this one alive first? And I was like, yeah.
Can we keep this one alive first?
Yeah, let's.
I love that.
Well, because it was a big
Look,
shock.
she's using me as a ladder. This is terrible.
I remember when
You
Alicia
have
came
no
home. Oh my
fear.
god.
I hate when their little legs or their little toes dig into your thighs.
I can remember when you came home from the hospital, Alicia. My life will
Hey,
never be the same.
What?
Dude,
What?
my siblings.
Oh, your life will never be. I will never
My
forget the
little
day that you
sister,
came home from the
my
hospital.
middle little sister, she's gonna. She's talking, but I can't hear her. Ow!
And then you.
Don't hit, baby.
It's 3
Don't hit,
generations.
baby.
Okay, so it's 3 generations.
Stop. Oh,
You're looking at
bully
you.
you.
No, you were saying? It's working now. The baby beating her up.
I'm getting straight up harassed right now.
Alrighty. We'll call it. We'll call it. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining the sesh. Where can we find you, Sayla?
You find me on TikTok at the Medheadmama.
Woohoo! Thank you for being a guest and coming and chilling out with us.
Thank you guys.
You're both lagging, but we're calling it a cruise. So, cruise. We're calling it a night. Thank you for joining us on the Sister Sesh podcast. This is going to take a lot of editing.
I was